Welcome back to second session of data science introduction. And before I proceed with building a model, uh, let me first explain few uh, common questions what generally comes to mind when you go for a data science course or any machine learning course. The first is like, do I need to know coding to learn data science? Yes, you need to know coding. You need to understand the code before you build any model or before you build any applications, because otherwise how can you build the model if you don't know the code? If you don't understand the code, you cannot build the application, and you may not understand the machine learning concept or the data science concept. But you don't need to remember the code, because every time, depending upon the requirement, that language change, or so you just don't need to remember the code, but you need to remember the concept, and with the help you can find the code and you can go ahead. But you just need to be very comfortable with basics so that you don't need to start from zero. The second question, can I use this concept to build application as per my requirement? Yes, definitely you can use the concept to build the application, because if you fundamentally clear with the concepts, then you can automatically come to that you can automatically come to know what concept you can apply where, and you can build the model, and it will definitely enhance the performance of the system or the project on which you are working. So it definitely improve your coding capabilities, and definitely improve your thinking. You will think differently. So, do I need to know statistics? Yes, statistics is the main essential part of data science, machine learning, AI, whatever the technologies. We just need to know statistics, but you don't need to be very thorough on that. Just know basics of statistics, then go ahead and whatever is required you learn and practice, because every day data science, or you can say machine learning applications or algorithms, they do change as per the demand or as per the requirement. So at the time, so you will when you will work on that, you just need to know the specifications and how they apply. Then you know the basic part of the statistics. What is the difference between machine learning and data science? Machine learning is huge and data science is small part of it, because with machine learning you can build models which can automatically train the computer to do analyze when you feed new unseen data, and it's a part of data science. But you cannot there is no definite line you can say that, oh, this is comes under data science, this is not coming under machine learning. So you should learn data science while you are learning it, then you can come to learn about machine learning, and gradually you will find that at certain point of time you will be very comfortable with both of them. So after this question sessions, let me go ahead with the main objective of this video, that building the model. So here in this video, I will provide a high level understanding of this model building. So basically the machine learning algorithm is broadly divided into three categories. One is supervised learning, one is unsupervised learning, and one is reinforcement learning. But we'll talk about only supervised, unsupervised, because it's easy to learn and easy to implement. In supervised learning, you have definite target variable or outcome variable which is to be predicted from a given set of predictors or independent variables. You may not understand this concept now, but as you go ahead you can understand. Then unsupervised learning, you don't have target variable, so you will find out at the end of this process, and it is used basically for clustering population in different groups, which is widely used for segmenting customer in different groups for specific intervention. So we will more talk about supervised learning because our model is going to build on this supervised learning algorithm. Supervised learning is divided into two parts here. One is classification and one is regression. We will not talk about classification, it is out of the scope of this demo class. We will only talk about regression. So what is regression, how it works? So let me explain you with this image. So before starting with regression, let me tell you how it works. First you take the data. Here here my objective is to predict the price of this of a house. So if you ask a home buyer to describe their dream house, they probably won't begin with the height of the basement or any particular details. They don't I mean they are really confused from where to go. They are just looking for a good house. So I have taken the data set which has more independent variables which influence the price negotiations than the number of bedrooms. In our data set we have 80 explanatory variables describing almost every aspect of the home and you to predict the final price of each home. So here we need to take the data from the database. It's a database or data as in .csv file, so I am taking here as a .csv file. That file I have a lot of parameters to describe the house, and I then I took it from online. So then they have done some then they have done collect all the details of the already existed house, their price and how the details. So this the data has the details, all the details of the house and the price of the house as well. Then I fit that into a regression model which determine the price of the house which is very close to the price which is already there in the data, and this is where I am going to predict the price of the house. So with this data I will create a model which will predict the price of the house which will be very close to the already existing house prices, and it will help me to predict the price of those houses whose data details are with me but not the price. And so I will feed, when I feed this unseen data which details has all the details of the house, then it will predict me the approximate price of the house at that point of time. So let me go ahead and little bit and show how I progress. So regression is, what is regression? Regression is you have some features meaning some variables which describe here in this case the variable which describe the price of the house. Then we will do the predictions after that. This is how the regression works. And why it is regression? Because we're taking the continuous output and response to each input. So let me go ahead and let me stop here, and in my next video I will explain how I built the model, but it's just high level explanation. So see you in the next video.